Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. During the live, only during, not before, but during the live stream, anything in all caps is how you communicate with me. So other than that, please just type normally. People have whole conversations, are really supportive of each other. Thank you. We have a great community because of you. Thank you. So 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are there, and I timestamp them as I go. I want to say I'm somewhere near 16 questions today, 17. I'm not sure I'll be able to get through them all, but I'm going to try. There's so much to read on. Oh, Ricky. For those of you who are new around here, Boo Boo Zen Kitty and Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. Bailey Boo Boo Zen Kitty is the white cat, and then the orange cat is Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin, who is right. You can't see. He's right there. He's eating. And then Boo Boo's right down here. Ricky's been these great things every day. Ricky's saying, and the star of the show, George Harrison's inspiration for Here Comes the Sun, Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Yes. The overlay. I spent way too much time on the overlay this morning. Way too much. But you guys had so much fun with yesterday's, I figured I'd do another one with meaning. And it's not the War of the Roses. This is modern. So, all right. Oh, Elaine, I'm sorry. I've got like 16 questions, and absolutely. But do pray for people who are suffering from fire season, especially out west, and absolutely pray for people dealing with all of that. So, yeah. Okay. I'm tempted to share some of these things at the end because I don't want to trigger some people. I know certain words trigger people. So at the end, I'm going to, number one, that's when I'm going to talk about midterm stuff, if I can get to it. But definitely I want to go over $25 comments about pregnancy and abortion from Republicans that prove they don't understand basic biology. So some of these quotes you haven't heard before, and it's like, or I doubt you've heard before, and it's like, anyway, we'll do that at the end. Anne is saying there are fires in France and Spain. It's everywhere. Oh, absolutely. Okay. All right, let me jump into the first question at 4 minutes in. I'm gonna move, like I said. I am going to put some election stuff at the end, or I may go over it first thing tomorrow when I have my notes with me. But we'll start with at 4:15. Is big business using inflation to try and overthrow Democrats? Because inflation is starting to go down in Europe, at least a little, but not necessarily here. Yeah, you'd think they would have to learn basic biology. You'd think they'd pick it up, But no, people can become parents and adults and parents and grandparents and wow, being as dumb as a post, willfully ignorant. But anyway, let's start out with big business. Inflation is looking better in some places in the world, but it's still pretty ugly here. And I just hear so many people saying, the women's reproductive health thing, January 6th, I care about inflation, how much it's costing me, and that's how I'm going to vote. So I won't vote for Democrats. It doesn't dawn on these people that the way their Republicans are going, you will lose your ability to vote in future. But they're like, no, that'll never happen. Anyway, inflation, especially big business, because there are companies, lots of companies making record profits. Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. No. It's not, it's not nothing against Democrats. It's just, we have an opportunity to jack our prices up and take advantage of everybody. And Menzies saying it's Biden's fault if they blamed Hillary or Obama yet. Yeah, I'm sure they'll get to that. Thank you, Fran. I didn't see up top because I was busy. Did anybody guess what this is yet? What this is about? It's pretty straightforward. It's not a play on words or anything. Inflation, because we're coming up on the midterms and I'm a little worried. I'm not worried. I do think we're gonna win, but it's most vexing. Okay, 9. Okay, worry. That's the card of worry. Sleepless nights, worried. 4 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Knight of Wands. 6 of Wands. Republicans should be in dire straits electorally, but they're hanging in there, and they're just going further and further and further and further right. This actually does feel like some independents voting Republican, or it's even some Democrats switching sides. I don't get it. Jesse Hill says gas is $4.14 a gallon here in Wisconsin. It got up to $4.99 about a month ago. Okay. Snow says the red side of the War in the Roses evokes from me the overlays. Fran, Adam, I have my grandsons watching with me. Could you say hello to Amer? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Please let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and then I will. Happy to do that. Thank you, Fran. Thank you. Hey, everybody. So inflation, will inflation come down for the midterms? Leading up to the midterms. Eight of Wands. Lovers. Strength. 9 of Swords. King of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. The right is going to have their issues. And they are... We are having to be strong against their extremism. And Trump's going down. Yeah. He just is. But there's still, high prices are a worry. I gotta know. 10:30. I'm gonna just take my privilege here, because I want to know what will it take to make the majority of Americans see how awful and extreme the Republicans are. Okay, no. What is it going to take? CC Ryder says 24/7 Fox, inflation and gas prices messaging influences mainstream media, so they pick it up. In the meantime, the DNC does not message Biden wins at all. So right-wing messaging wins, influences everybody. Europeans do have great public transportation. However, it's also a much smaller. It's more people per square foot, which is how we became so heavily car reliant. But that's neither here nor there. Is there anything that will happen that will make the majority of Americans go, oh, heck no? Insult to injury. How much do you have to how many rights of your own do you have to have taken away from you? How much heinous stuff has to happen to you? How much corruption do you have to see? Page of Swords, bullying. There's America. Women being bullied. Women being hemmed in. Ace of Pentacles. The Sun. Look, I'm dealing with inflation too, and I'm not rolling in money here. That's not happening. No, I can't even do what I'm doing right now. I can't even do this full time. I can't afford to. I can see inflation too, and I'm like, look, we'll get through it. I'll just tighten my belt and we'll get through it. What is it going to take? Because this is money. Oh yeah, there are far right militias, racism, women's rights taken away. But hey, as long as things are cheap for me, how could somebody live with themselves? I don't understand that. But we're going to make it through. We're going to be okay. I just get frustrated sometimes. Yeah, there are a lot of oh, Lucky Girl. Hey, Lucky Girl. You saw watching with your grandson. She asked if you pronounced him correctly. Oh, okay. Lucky Girl, I'm going to send you an email this afternoon if that's okay. I just want to give you a heads up. Page of Pentacles. Ascentua is saying that African Americans can be rather conservative over certain issues. But how can you side with people a party who is so extreme. I don't. Okay. Okay, am I in trouble? No. You're awesome. Queen of Cups, World, and... Okay. Well, women are going to vote en masse in the midterms, and women are very fed up, and they will be very fed up. So it's not all doom and gloom. But when it comes to inflation, it is a potent influence on the midterm elections, which is just infuriating. Really? That's your priority? You won't tighten your belts so the women in your life who are of reproductive age don't die? You won't do that to keep the women in your life who are of reproductive age. You won't do any of that to keep them alive? Really? Oh, okay. That says an awful lot about these people. Anyway, all right. Let's see if we can go on to. I'm going to skip that one. It wasn't a question from you guys. It was just in the news, so I'm going to skip it. And then those two are about the midterms. So I'm going to go on to Linda Sue's question. And Anna saying, I never understood how LGBTQ women and people of color could vote for Dumpy. Don't ask me. I don't get it. Oh. Okay. He got happy. He said hello. Aw. Oh, you're not thick-headed. Okay, before I jump into the next question, the overlays. I saw this graphic right here. This little hobby horse-ish, childish, ineffective, and normally the Knight of Wands, big wooden thing, is people fighting for the far right. And I know what I almost said, which is kind of fitting, because for some reason when I saw this, I immediately thought of Giuliani. But this is the cartoonishly bad Knights of Wands who are fighting for Trump's cause. And they're red. They're roses, but you can't get the roses without a whole lot of thorns. I added a ton of thorns all over. So anyway, that's all that means. It's nothing big, but that was my thinking. And I spent way too much time on it this morning. But I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh. You can almost see the dye dripping down the side of his head inside that helmet. Hello, Flora in Perth, Australia. Oh, goodness. CC Ryder says it looks like a lizard on a horse. No, it is armor. It is armor. You can see the little hinge on the knee and the, yeah. Anyway. Oh, good. Good. All right, then it was worth the time. So Linda Sue at 19 and a bit. Let's say 1915. On July 1st, Linda Sue says Chip Franklin put out a tweet that is this Missouri? No, Mississippi. Lawmakers discussed pregnancy sniffing dogs at airports. Intended as political irony, it went viral as truth. This would involve dog noses in women of all ages in other regions. Presumably elementary school age girls included. Will they dare? Yeah, it'd be great. Pregnancy sniffing dogs. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anna says, is there really such a thing? I've never heard of it. You can, it's amazing what dogs can, you can teach them to, Jesse says, can dogs even be trained to tell? Oh yeah. There are dogs who can sniff out electronics. There are dogs who can sniff out, it's just all kind of stuff. Pregnancy sniffing dogs. Roof. King of Swords. That's law enforcement going horribly wrong. Empress, womanhood, motherhood, strength. Ace of Wands. Oh, they'll come up with stuff like this. Women are in a position of strength, but this is something that they might try to do in certain places. Aspasia Rising is saying there are dogs who can sniff out medical problems like diabetes and sugar levels. And sniff out cancer and yep. So expect the unexpected, but we're going to be okay eventually. We will. We have strength. We're going to band together for the most part. So, but oh, don't think, no, they'd never do that. Alan says maybe a grift sniffing dog would be useful. Well, yes, but it would get near the Trumps and die. Okay. 23 minutes in. Trump. It's time to read on the biggest thorn of all. Republicans are furious that Trump is disrupting their plans. It's a possibility, and the question is, will Trump declare his candidacy for president this September or sooner? There's talk about it being this September. So he can get involved in the midterms, but some Republicans are very worried about that. But I loved this headline. Republicans are furious. Trump is disrupting their plans. Quote, he's making everything about him. Unquote. Gosh. What could possibly have warned you that might have happened? I don't know. It's like saying it's like saying Marjorie Trader Greene is not the brightest bulb in the world, and Boo Boo's and Kitty is cute, and so is Pumpkin. Who would have thought? Ricky is asking, when did Trump stop making it about himself? I know, right? He's making it all about him. Rachel said I almost spit out my tea laughing when you said making everything about it. Good. Jesse Hill's asking, 6 years later, they just realized this? Oh, you don't say. Hi. So, is Trump going to announce his candidacy September 2022 or sooner? Maybe this month in July, maybe August. He thinks it's going to protect him legally somehow. Oh, that's where the message. Waiting for the message. Not as much as I'm waiting for the message from Tish James or Fonnie Willis, but Tower. Oh, Trump, you've got Queen of Swords investigations. Ooh. King of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Nine of... Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for him. He's got all of this legal pressure coming down on him and worry. Just so much, just pressing down. He needs a way out of it. But the money's that sweet mega money, because the minute he announces it, all of that income comes under election donation laws, and he can't just spend it on himself, put it in his pocket, do whatever. Oh, he's torn. Huh. Okay, I'm glad you like the nails. Thank you. It's a matte red. Holly and Francis saying, no, it will cause legal scrutiny and problems. Ari is fundraising. Yes. I wonder if somebody will have to indict him before he turns around and says, well, I'm announcing my candidacy. Fran is asking what happened to his court date with Letitia. Ivana passed away, and so it was delayed. The depositions are being delayed. So Trump, when are you gonna declare? Oh, I do declare. You won't be able to use that sweet MAGA money anymore for whatever you want. 9 of Cups. Eight of Wands. Knight of Swords. 10 of Wands. Ace of Swords. King of Swords. Oh, all this coming in. He could just walk away with it all, just all of that wonderful money, but aggressive law enforcement, sword of truth, prosecution. I think he's going to come right down to the line. I think the way it's leaning right now is he's gonna, it has to be worth his while. So it can't be a hint. It's like, or if he announces, I wonder if it will be like he announces because he got question about something, or he got wind somehow that he was about to be indicted. I think he is going to, somebody has to indict him, or be within a hair's breadth of it. He's not going to do it for funsies. Yes, Ricky. All that money is will be under campaign money, and he'll be bankrupt. Oh, Tisha James. Every time I've read on this, she is going to take Grift Co. apart piece by piece. CC Ryder, quote, "It was a joke. I never announced. Fake news." Yes, that was a point. That I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. Who was it? Was just talking about. Oh, Alan was saying, I still can't get over the donation button on his post regarding Ivana's passing. Yes, there was. Okay. Okay, let's look at some January 6th stuff at 30, something like that. DL Jersey Shore had a really good question, which I did not get to yet. At least I don't think I did. So, Hippie Gypsy's asking, do you think there was foul play involved in Ivana's death? I don't. I'm not going to. I've said I don't want to read on that. It's. I know there are other readers who will, so that's okay. She newly passed, and but anyway, sorry, 3115. DL Jersey Shore was asking, will the deleted text messages from Secret Service be retrieved? That's the thing. We deleted it. We were switching out phones and what have you. Okay, but you're using a phone service, right? What are the chances the phone service can go to their servers and say, well, sort of it was erased, but I mean, you could say, well, what service are they using? But they're basically, chances are very high that one way or another they're using Amazon servers, because so many big businesses are. So whoever does their phone system, whoever does, chances are it's still in the Amazon servers. But will the text messages be retrieved? Queen of Wands. Ooh, some people are going to be in trouble. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Page of Cups. Three of Wands. Queen of Swords. I got this before. These members of the Secret Service refusing to cooperate. What you send out coming back to you, could that be, because that, and the Two of Wands is communication, and Wands are the far right, so this is an investigation. There's a possibility here. There's also this. I mean, this could be underestimated Democrats, and it often is. But there's something about the Secret Service, and for some reason, I keep getting something about somebody's teenaged kid who was told something and told their friends. The Secret Service, it's not like they live on an island. I mean, they may not talk about much at home, but they could have overheard something. But yeah, this is an investigation, and what you send out coming back to you. I think there's a possibility here. Larry Murray says, I believe the government is using RIM, the company that made BlackBerry phones. It's a closed system. Could be. I don't know, to be honest. Ian McGrath is the person that can help find the Secret Service text. Is Denver Riggleman? Are you making that up? Is that from a movie, or is that a real thing? Is that a real person? Glenn Bird, Homeland doesn't want to reveal they monitor and record all electronic communication. It's why, wait. It's why they have a documented supercomputer farm in Utah. Mm-hmm. Rob D, Russia, if you're listening, can you find the Secret Service's text messages? Russia, if you're listening. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Rob, you just won the internet. You won the internet today. That was good. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Mel Broussard, Denver Riggleman is a person, a former GOP congressman, now a never Trumper. Okay. Ian McGrath says he is a real person. Why would he be able to get them? Deborah Murphy said some of them came out today. One big cloud. What? Really? Sort of truth. Russia, if you're listening. Eight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Cups. They're going to get them. Oh, that's good. Evidence, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups. Energy feels really good. Oh, so much that they said. Justice. Boom. I give you the Secret Service jerks, the worst of the worst in the Secret Service, having their words come back to, yes, please. Would you like your crow in a pie so that you can eat it? I am very happy. I'm very happy with this energy. Ian McGrath says Riggleman was a specialist in the Army, finding things that were hard to trace. He knows his job inside out. Oh, good sir. Please do. Oh, Jersey Shore, thank you. Thank you for the question. Oh, I like this. Okay. 3830. Where are we here? Okay, over on, I think it was Raw Story. Legal expert offers roadmap to indict Trump on manslaughter charges. Will Trump, will Trump be indicted on manslaughter charges? I keep missing. Maura Ross is saying that Denver Riggleman was also part of the January 6th investigative team at its inception. All right, cards not wanting to go together, cards jumping out. I'm just suddenly very, very clumsy, which is possible. World turned upside down. Emperor. King of Wands, Trump the man. Legal heartache. Trump on manslaughter charges. Terry. Hello, former dreamer. Okay. Will Trump be indicted on manslaughter charges? Just Joy, manslaughter for killing whom? To do January 6th, the insurrection. He could have stopped it. He didn't. He was calling for violence repeatedly. He knew there was possibility of violence. He was okay with it. He was telling them let there be violence. Take down the magnetometers. There's going to be violence. Temperance. Five of Wands. 10 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Tower. 4 of Cups. I don't know about manslaughter. But boy, has he got trouble coming for him. Because people did die there. He's going to run out of money at some point. Refusing to cooperate. Indicted might happen. Convicted, I don't know. Glenn Bird saying we got to fight like hell. Yep. Aspie Third Eye says negligent homicide at least. I'll take any of it. Heather Formosa says that Barb McQuaid was interviewed about this. Apparently in D.C., the laws and requirements would be fairly easy to do for an indictment. And yes, Azalea, the part where Trump runs out of money will be the worst for Trump. Yes. Page of Swords. Pathetic bully. Hanged man. Ace of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Mike Pence. Follow the money. I think there's a possibility here. It's not a no. I'm not getting just a flat out. So, Frida Smet, 178 minutes of doing nothing. Exactly. Joanne Marr says, $1 million question. Why does he get away with everything? Well, there's an astrological reason, and then there's a patriarchal reason. Which would you prefer? All right. Because there was something else here about that, or something similar. 44. I want to jump to this one at 44:15 because it's related, sort of. It's about Trump, since Mary Trump says that her uncle's mental health is deteriorating. And I grabbed a quote. The quote is, it's like a paragraph, but he is addicted to being the center of attention. Trump? No. I'm sure he's as riveted by these hearings as we are, but in completely different ways. And for him to feel that the focus is shifting away from him, or that he's losing power, will make things even worse, because he won't confront that and process it and deal with it. He will bury it and therefore worsen his situation. And she was talking about he's a narcissist. That is a diagnosis. And here's the thing, though. It is very hard to get a narcissist into therapy, let alone have them go into therapy honestly and openly. It's very hard and very rare. But when it happens, when there's a breakthrough, the amount of self-loathing underneath that is like the Grand Canyon of a hole of self-loathing. So Trump's mental health, I don't want him to get a pass. I don't believe there's any situation. Personally, I don't think that there's anything that should protect him from consequences of his actions. Yes, Darla, I'm with you. He should not be able to claim mental decline if he goes to trial. Absolutely. Knight of Cups. Oh, that's healthcare. Two of Pentacles. Oh, geez. Seven of Cups. Five of Cups. Inside Trump's head is not somewhere you would want to hang out. As a matter of fact, Mary Trump was saying she doesn't feel sorry for the people around him, but because they got themselves into that situation and they're not leaving. But being around Trump right now is apparently awful. And this is, you try to have a conversation with them, things aren't quite gelling, and this is just flat out delusion, repeating his lies, and this is disappointment. And he's lashing out and throwing cups and dishes and what have you, but he just can't make it all of the Democratic stuff go away. That's what I'm getting. Hello, Julia. But this is some kind of healthcare. Anna says, I'm picturing melted crayons and broken glass in Trump's head. He's just angry. Angry and selfish. Mwah. Justice is coming for Trump. Wheezy squeeze box, yes. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. The Sun. He's not growing as a person. Let's put it that way too. Nine of Cups, Six of Wands. He still thinks he's going to win. He's still, that Norman Peale positive thinking will achieve anything, and he still thinks the Democrats are weak and he'll win, and he lashes out at people, but he's doing these, giving these speeches around the country. He's being paid for those speeches. That's why they last exactly 45 minutes. And he's not growing as a person. The racism, the misogyny, all of that, still there. Frida Smet says he stopped growing at 5. Julia Worcesters is a good suggestion. He could be elected president of his cell block. Lisa Graham says, I see a Pollock ketchup at Mar-a-Lago. Pollock, the painter who did the splatters. So, yeah. All right. Next. All right. Pence, who this is generally a blue channel. I'm not going to pretend it's not. There was something that there was the other day. I said there's something I was going to say and I forgot. I remembered what it is. I was going to say, look, if I was after money, and I was not true to myself, I'd make this a Trump forward channel because there aren't that many right-wing tarot readers, because the good ones can feel the energy. And if you can feel energy at all, you're not a Republican anymore, because you can feel what that's like over there. You're like, ew, no. Anyway, but if I made this a Trump station, the few readers there are, they're making bank. They have a ton of viewers and they make big money compared to this. But I couldn't live with myself. So, oh, Terry Solaris is saying Trump's here in Arizona today. Ugh. Up in Red Prescott, Arizona. Yeek. Anne is saying that totally confuses me. Other that grift. I'm afraid I don't quite understand. Elaine Swenson says astrologers on Wall Street charge $350 an hour. Anyway. At 52, Pence. And the reason I guess I remember that is this is not a channel for Saint Mike of Pence. No. Prayers at Work says he can rally, but he can't be deposed. Yeah. Pence. So a Pence aide has come out and said it's chilling. The Secret Service chaos made the vice president fear for his life on January 6th. Now, is Pence just going to, no, it's not true? Or is this going to be, is what happened to Pence on January 6th going to blow back against the Secret Service? Boy, they need to purge that place. Whew. Five of Swords, insult to injury. Yeah, really. Dr. Nancy says that trumpets need to learn Echo and Narcissus. It didn't end well. Echo fell in love with Narcissus, but Narcissus couldn't, it was just staring at himself, his own reflection, his own amazing reflection in the water, and wasted away. And Echo was so distraught, she faded. Narcissism. It's ugly. Ugly stuff. Five of Swords. Insult to injury. So you've got that. Oh. Okay. CC Ryder saying former President Trump postponed Saturday rally in Arizona. Okay. Judy Barth, CNN just reported DC police officer corroborates details of a heated Secret Service exchange in 45's motorcade on January the 6th. Is there more information on that? Because they were talking about that earlier this week. Three of Pentacles, World, Star, Hermit, Knight of Wands. Plan, Star. He was thinking, wait a second, that's not good, because this is the far right. This is Secret Service trotting in, Because Pence was like, look, I trust you, but I'm not trusting that person who's driving. Well, it doesn't feel like Pence is going to do anything about it. But it does not look good. This feels like stuff that's already out in the public. Is there more on that? Heather Formosa, yes. I hope that justice does hurry up. Trump seems to be deflecting from all the other problems at the state level that will prop up an autocratic regime like Hungary. Yes. Updated Friday. Thank you, Judy. Have a great day, Beth. Four of Cups. Four of Swords. King of Wands. King of Cups. Biden, I'm telling you, purge Secret Service. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Seriously, do it. There are some people in Secret Service. I'm not saying it's all of them by any stretch, but there are some people in Secret Service. I would not trust them with a hair on Boo-Boo's fuzzy body. And trust me, there's plenty of hair. All right, 57 and a bit. Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy is being called out for ignoring death threats against Adam Kinzinger. Adam Kinzinger is getting heinous death threats, like hand-delivered letters to his wife saying that if he doesn't back off, that person's going to kill his wife and child. And I just cut the deck and got the Hierophant and the Death card. So, Kevin McCarthy, forget it, is Kinzinger. Is Adam Kinzinger going to be okay? There's some nastiness out there. Page of Wands. I was like, yeah, that's quite the message. I agree, Ian. I don't agree in the physical stuff you mentioned there, but saying McCarthy's total scum, I'm 100% with you on that one. Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, Moon. Hairy, scary. Not listening to reason, lots and lots of death, very disturbing, disgusting stuff. But is it hopefully just words? Not that that's particularly wonderful, but Eight of Cups. Well, the evidence is going to the FBI. Magician, Star, Empress. Okay, they'll be all right. The cards are saying they'll be all right. And Adam Kinzinger's going to keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on with the January 6th Select Committee, and he'll be okay. But Kevin McCarthy. Okay, 1 hour in. Let's ask about Kevin McCarthy because I just want to know. One. Kevin McCarthy. He's so nothing. Every time I read on this guy, his energy is so uninspired, basic, standard. It's factory settings. He's Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. You matter to me. I love the way you did your name. Nothing special about McCarthy, that's for sure. Yep. More says flavorless vanilla. Yeah, it's not even flavorless vanilla. It's just flavorless. It's just xanthan gum and water. The January 6th plan. Group of people on the right. He's been protecting. Investigations ongoing. There's not much here for now. There's just the man is cornstarch. Not even cornstarch and water. Just cornstarch. Has to be third eye, suggesting perhaps a plain rice cake. At least that's at least that has some texture. I don't know. Elaine is saying you must smudge incessantly from your contact with these lower energy life forms. You mean our elected representatives? Yes. Oh, that was good. True. No, I do, but that was good. He knows how involved some of his own members were. He knows. He already knows. Frida Smith, wallpaper glue. Yes, but less useful. Two of Wands, three of Swords, four of oh, he's so nothing. He's gonna do nothing. He is nothing. Bye, McCarthy. Go away. Go away. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's do 10 to Glenn's question. 104. 104. And thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. So, okay. Glenn had a question. Are remaining Trump loyalists in the Department of Justice keeping Garland's efforts to prosecute hampered? Alan, 4 of Cups, the meh card. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Sabrina. All right. Are there remaining Trump operatives, Trump loyalists, hampering Garland and the DOJ from going forward against Trump world? I'm seeing everybody is like looking at each other. Everybody's looking at everyone around them. I think they're keeping an eye out for that very thing. Magician. Manifester. Rabbit out of a hat. 10 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords. I'm not getting hampered. They're there. There's only so much they can do. They're definitely right-leaning people in the DOJ. I mean, surprise. But I'm not getting that it's an easy thing to do, because I don't know that anybody is acting unilaterally or can completely. And there aren't enough of them to form a little posse or whatever. I don't think the DOJ is being hampered by Trump loyalists, is what I'm getting. So, thank you, Hilda. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate the good energy. Hilda, love, light, big hug of big energy to Autumn. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Much appreciated. You'd be everybody's just staring at everybody else. 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, evidence being gathered. Yeah, it's not enough of a factor to make any difference. So that's what I'm getting. Let's hope that's accurate. All right, at 107:30. What's next? Trump, Linda Sue at 107:45. We'll just say 107:45. So Linda Sue is saying that Trump has a big policy speech on July 26th. Really? Let's see. Let me do a quick search for that. A policy speech. Oh yeah, Trump to make his first return to Washington July 26th. Good, they kind of rest him there. Trump's speech comes as the House of Representatives committee probing the January 6th insurrection continues to hold hearings. Yep. He's going to be in Washington, D.C. on July 26th to deliver what's being called a major policy speech. Okay, so I thought I'd heard something about that, but Sherry H., on whose policy? He doesn't have any of his own. Yes, exactly. Okay, so Linda Sue was asking, will Democrats upstage Trump's big policy speech on July 26th by announcing a surprise hearing the morning of, so he can't back out? You know what? Go ahead and disrupt my schedule. Go right ahead, because I cover every one of those hearings I cover live. Will Dems upstage Trump? July 26th. And then that is when Andre from Astrology Alert has been saying for months now. July 27th specifically, but 5th, 25th, 26th, 27th is horrible astrology for Trump. Government. Oh, please arrest him. Oh, please arrest him in D.C. Oh, please, please arrest him while he's in D.C. I can dream, can't I? 2 of Swords. Judgment. King of Swords. Ten of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. My goodness gracious. Legal decision, judgment. I was trying to feel, is it possible this is a legislator or this? No, this is a prosecutor. Ten of Swords in his metaphorical back, Wheel of Fortune. Whoo. I'm getting excited again. I'm getting excited about, is it next Tuesday? No. Next Tuesday's like the 19th. Yeah, it's the 19th. Nothing has been set yet. There are members of the select committee saying that there will be a primetime hearing on the Thursday, the 21st, but a week from Tuesday. So will the Dems upstage him, or more specific? Okay, is Trump going to be arrested or indicted on or around July 26th, 2022? Okay, the card is a disappointment. Whose disappointment? 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Death card, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. I wonder if they are going to have a hearing that morning. He has he and his people, they have no defense against what happened on January 6th. Everything wobbly, throwing a wobbly evidence gathered. Death card in the middle. Give me some more. Karen G says not arrested or indicted. How about serving him with a subpoena while on stage? Just cut the deck and saw Judgment in the Tower. Let me see what else I got here. Tower. Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. This is a moment. This is a fated moment. 9 of Cups. I don't like when the cards seem too good to be true, but I'll take it. Page of Swords, 6 of Swords. This is being arraigned, going to prison, being held. This is something. This is a bully. This is doing someone a favor. That's what it feels like. But it's a big fated moment where someone has all of the evidence laid out exactly so, every T crossed, I dotted. There's a bully, and maybe it's someone close to Trump. Oh, it's going to be ugly for him. I'm there. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Yes, sucks. Thank you. I'm going to leave it here for today. We'll just ponder this. All right, I've done 12 questions for today. Thank you so much for being here. It is 1:29 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do creative sprints. You're always welcome. It's not monetized. It's just a way to work on your creative projects. It can be anything. You're always welcome. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's nothing really planned, but tomorrow, 1300, my 1300th video is tomorrow. So when I say try as you might, you can't get rid of me. All right, hang in there. This is interesting. This is going to be interesting. There are good days ahead. Good days ahead. All right, hang in there. And I'll see you later, or I will see you right back here tomorrow.